Okay.
All right. Well, what's up, everybody? We're glad everybody's on and excited to share some big news for us as a family tonight. And a lot of you guys are family to us, friends of ours that we just wanted to, with this being a big part of our lives, we just wanted to share it with you guys. So, as a lot of you guys know from day one, from Bethany and I meeting, we just really had a strong passion and heart to serve God. And we really wanted to do that as much as possible in any way possible. And as we got married last year, we really began to start dreaming together and thinking together about like the things we saw for the future, like things that we really wanted to accomplish in our lives. And really all that was encompassed by really serving God full time with our lives and giving Him everything that we had. And so that was something that we really wanted to see, but we sort of had to wrestle with like the idea of that, like how can we do that? Like how can we accomplish it? Long term, because we both have jobs, we both work, and we work a lot, and so we were always, really wanting that goal, but it's so hard to see it, especially from a financial standpoint. So we started beginning like praying and just thinking about different ways that we could make that happen, and like I said, dreaming about just finding ways to serve God at a full-time capacity together with our lives and Bethany's passion of being a mom and one day, and so we started searching and sort of looking around and. Before we even really started searching too hard, we walked into a coffee shop that's right in front of our apartment and met Kristen. And she just shared some things with us that really hit us just with our dreams. And she started asking questions about our dreams. And, we were really just wanting, like I said, desiring that like outlet to like really be able to accomplish what we feel like God's called us to. And that's to just help people come to know Him, with everything that we have in our lives. But like I said, we knew that there were some financial barriers that would keep us from that. And we didn't want to have those anymore. And so we're really going into a season where we're trying to lift some of those barriers and get some of those off of our life so that we can step forward and serve God full time. And maybe like some of our dreams are being able to serve Him one day without ever asking money from the church. Because a lot of you guys know we serve at Zeal Church here in Nashville, and that's where we feel called. And we love it. And I love the idea, and we love the idea of being able to serve there full time, help the church grow and reach more people in the city and all over the world. Without having to ask for a dime, because we've set ourselves up and our families up financially. So it's something we're really excited about. And really, Bethany for years has been thinking about this and praying about it. So she knows a lot more than I do. But as soon as I heard the opportunity, I was like, we just got to do it. And so she's got more on that.
So I started using Rodan & Fields when I was in high school. My mom introduced it to me, and it was life-changing, especially a woman my age. I was a senior in high school, and you just go through all these hormonal changes. And so I started using it at that time, and I've seen a dramatic difference. And I have continued to see that difference through the years, getting into my 20s. And it's just life-changing. And so this company has followed me around for about 4 or 5 years now, and I've had multiple people, tell me about this business opportunity, but I never saw that it was the right time, an opportunity that I could really take and run with. And so I had been praying about it before we met Kristen, and I was like, okay, God, like you're going to have to open doors that no man can shut and no man can open. Like you're going to have to open the door to where I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be able to help us financially. It's not going to be something that is just she can do it, they can do it, he can do it, but not us. Like I need it to be laid out for us to where it's like, no, we can do it and we will do it in order to do everything that you have called us to do, God. Like, so just open that door for us. And it was about 2 weeks later when we met Kristen. So that planted the seed. And so shortly after, we had 21 days of prayer and fasting, and it was strongly on my heart to pray about our next steps, what we're going to do financially, what we were going to put in place in order to get there, to make moves, not just think about it, dream about it, talk about it, but to make moves to get there. And Kristen reached back out, and we were like, okay, this is it. That's what it was. It was honestly the day before the fast ended, which is always how God works. You never get it in the first 2 weeks. It's always the 20th day. So we were really excited, and we are still so excited to see everything that God is going to do through this business, because like he said, like, we want to be in full-time ministry. And we don't want to just ask for a handout. We want to work for it, and it's something that we believe in. And it's a business opportunity that could go far beyond, just getting us by. It's going to provide for our families, and like, I do dream to be a mom, so like being able to stay at home with my kids and homeschool them, and having opportunities like that is going to be life-changing for our family in the future. So we're really excited to see everything that this business is going to do for us, and how many open doors that there's going to be.
Can you share a couple of things that the two of you really concentrated on as far as the characteristic of the way this business works that was really super appealing to you, and, why you said yes beyond, God's call?
Absolutely. For me, one of the things was, for her, we keep going back to her and her passion as a mom for the future. And we aren't in the place where we're looking to have kids right now, but we definitely want kids. She wants a few of them now, and so just in preparation for that, I just always told her that I didn't really feel like she fit within just a box, and really needed to find just a career that was sitting in a store or going into a corporate business and working there and working the 9 to 5. She needed something that would give her time freedom, and that was something that really stuck out to me even before I had the conversations about, was just that this business would give her an opportunity to do it from wherever she's at, whenever she wants to, in any stage of life. And so it would really set her up not to have transition down the road, but really just be able to maneuver her business whatever way life takes us. So that was one for me.
Mm-hmm. Just going off what he said, the dream in my mind, like when I think of having a family, I think of being the one who raises my family. I am not against sending your children to public school or to school at all, but I do believe that there are certain years that the child is very, very at a vulnerable state, and that is when they need the most teaching and the values placed in them and the foundation laid before they go out into someone else raising your children. And I'm not against it. I went to public school my entire life, but it's just very crucial to me to get them in those development stage of life, in order for me to instill what I want to instill in them, and just build that foundation. I cannot do that if I'm stuck to a bit like a corporate job or a 9 to 5. Like, I'm not going to be the one teaching them. The ones who raise them in that moment are their teachers at school. They are around other students, other children. And so that's just not ideal for our family. It may be for other families that may be, ideal for them, but it wasn't in my dreams and everything that I have for my children and my family. So just the freedom of being able to do that for them.
And I also love the one last thing that I love about it is just how it lifts a lid on finances, and it doesn't cap you on how much money you can make. And I really appreciate that, because a lot of us live our lives like being told, here's how much money you're getting paid. And this business allows us to say, no, this is how much we're getting paid. Yeah. So it's based off our work and what we put towards it and our efforts that we put towards it. And so the sky's the limit, rather than somebody being able to say, when I can have a raise or when we can have a raise, we can say, hey, we're going to work harder in the season, or we're going to scale back, or we're going to move around, or we're going to build it to where we can make it to what we want it to be. So I love that part about it.
And just being able to go on vacations.
Come on, somebody.
You don't have to be like, oh, let me put in my time in. Be like, no, like, we're up and going. Okay, like, let's go. Like, just that is like a dream life. And honestly, it's not a dream because it's reality. It's like, if you work towards it in this business, that's where you're going to be. So that's really exciting to me.
Right. Well, we are Chip and Kristen Bratton, and we also believe that time and money was created to serve us, not the other way around. So we believe in that as well. And I'm going to let Chip share a little bit about why we said yes to this opportunity and what we see it doing for us, and the opportunity with our business the way it is now, and what's about to happen in our company, so that you can understand the opportunity for you as well.
Well, thank you, Kristen, and hello, everybody. And it's so great to have the Davises come along beside us, and to see such a godly young family, and them express their belief in this opportunity, and this, to beautifully express their reasons for wanting to do something like this. And Kristen and I work this business as a family. We have seen other couples in Rodan & Fields work the business as a family, whether that's a family of one or, like I said, a couple. And in our case, it's a couple. And I know in the Davises' case, it's going to be a couple as well. Kristen and I are committed to reaching 50 families this year. Again, a family of one or a family of many. Let me tell you a little bit about our story. 4 plus years ago, when we were looking at this opportunity, at that time we had my daughter, who is now 25. She was in college out of state. She was at the University of Alabama. I think there's a Bama fan on here somewhere tonight. We also had, Kristen and I have two boys. Jack was at the time at Curry Ingram Academy, which is here in Nashville. It's a private school. It's a great school. It's a school that helps kids with learning differences, and it was probably more to go there than it was to pay. The tuition there was more than it was for Alabama. Kristen at the time had her own, and had for many years, had an interior design business, residential interior design business. And for years, I've been in the design and construction industry and business development. So we were in a cyclical industry, and we'd ridden the roller coaster of the highs and the lows. And I'd been through a job loss during during the Great Recession. Anyway, there we were with two kids paying a lot of tuition, and we were like, what if something, goes wrong with the equation? If one of us loses our job again, are we going to have to, not be able to pay Caroline's tuition, or we're going to have to pull Jack out of Curry Ingram? We did not want to be in that situation. So we knew that we needed to make a change and to look at an opportunity. And so, me being a business person, and Kristen being a business person as well, and she's very research oriented. We started, when we were introduced to this opportunity, we started doing a lot of research, and I found out pretty quickly, and I didn't know, I'm a dude, I didn't know anything about skincare, but I was very interested in finding out about some of the facts behind the business, because I'd heard so many great things. And I've soon found out about the two greatest dermatologists in the world, Dr. Rodan and Dr. Fields. And I found out that they were the founders of Proactiv. And even most people who may not know about skincare have probably heard about Proactiv. Tremendous brand. That acne medication went into 118 countries and had an 80%, that's 80% market share globally. And so immediately they caught my attention. I said, this is the same group that took Proactiv to market. Wow. We also, like Proactiv, they went, Proactiv was a direct sales, they went through kiosks and infomercials. We found out in research that at Rodan & Fields, although it had once been on the shelves in great brand or in great stores such as Nordstrom and Macy's, that they had pulled it off the shelf and determined that it was much better to go a direct sales route. And I think their timing, their foresight was brilliant, because at the time, we now know little bit of the demise of retail. We know that at that time, this is 10 plus years ago, social media was growing and growing and growing. And who could have only known what Amazon has become? And that's how Rodan and Fields, it's a very similar model. It's a e-commerce model where people order product online and it's shipped directly to their doorstep. So all these things we found in our research were very, very impressed me a whole lot, and it did Kristen as well. So we determined, we want in. So we made that decision about 4 years ago, and it has been a blessing and continues to be a blessing. And I look at it as the most important part of our financial portfolio. It's a financial vehicle that is going to, and we're several years older than the Davises. I wish we'd have had this opportunity when we were their age, because we'd be sitting in our, condo in Naples right now having this instead of our converted storage closet, which is now our office. But anyway, better late than never. And kudos for somebody like the Davises who are at their age thinking and having this foresight. But it is the most important part, even at our age, it's the most important part of our financial portfolio. Yes, we have 401ks. Yes, we have IRAs, but the pure potential with the growth of this business and the fact that this business is our own, it's a franchise of $1 billion brand, and it's something we can will to our children, for Pete's sake. That is beyond any other financial vehicle that we have in our portfolio. So I could go on and on. I don't know what else you want me to cover, Kristen, but I just want to give you a little taste of the excitement I have. And let me just say one more thing about the potential. We're in 3 countries right now with our product: the U.S., Canada, and Australia. Remember, Proactive, which the doctors have sold that brand has been sold, but they went into 118 countries. We're only in 3 right now, and we're the number 1 skincare brand in the U.S. with and let me throw one more little factoid in there. We have a 3% market awareness, and that's unaided market awareness. So that's, if somebody hadn't been told about and hadn't been on a session like this, that's how they measure unaided market awareness. There's only a 3% unaided market awareness, and we're still number 1 in the U.S. So how about a brand like Clinique or Neutrogena that has 80+% market awareness? We're beating them right now. So think about, once we get that brand awareness up, what our results could be. It's amazing. And Kristen, I think, is going to tell a little bit more about where we're going globally. I'll steal a little bit of the thunder. It's somewhere in Asia, and Asia is where 51% of skincare products are used in the world. So we haven't even scratched the surface yet. So it's an exciting time. It is a tremendous product line, and it's a tremendous business model. And again, I'm a dude who's sitting here telling you this. I would have never dreamed this 5+ years ago, that I'd be talking to you tonight about a skincare line of products. But that's how much of a believer I am in the product and the business. So thanks for letting us share a little bit. And Davis is welcome aboard, and we want to welcome more of your friends and family aboard as well.
The truth is that whether this business is skincare or diapers or toilet paper or whatever, when you're looking at something that can really propel you or give you a springboard to go to the place that you really want to be, and for Jordan and Bethany, they know where they want to be. We have dreams of extensive travel with our kids as they're about to become the age where we can take them to any country. We have dreams of giving more and supporting more, and really just seeing whatever God has for us at our stage. But when you think about a vehicle that can take you to where you really want to go, not where you are now, but that can propel you. We knew that that wasn't going to be just staying in a traditional, type of job, that along with that, we were going to need something else. And the catalyst was our son being in the school that we felt called and convicted to put him in, that was really expensive, but it was where he needed to be. And then the other catalyst was thinking about, if we didn't do this, where will we be in 10 years? And if we did do this, what could open up for us? And what could God open up through us? And so, I didn't know a lot about skincare. He certainly didn't, but we decided it didn't matter if it was a consumable product that everyone uses. And that's the real kicker here. Is it a consumable product that you use and 60 days later you have to have it again? That is a product that is a business that gives you residual. And so we kind of talked about it from the perspective of, if this product line was sitting in the Shark Tank and the sharks are asking their questions about whether or not this was going to be a good opportunity for them to invest in, we thought about those questions, which would be, what's the main product? This main product is 4 regimens. We've got 4 regimens just like this that are clinically tested by the 2 most famous dermatologists in the world. Each of these regimens comes with 4 pieces. They're numbered and colored. You can't mess them up. They are made for everyone 12 and up. So anybody who has skin that's over 12, this business is for those people. And when you think about that, another question that the sharks ask is, what's the market? Well, anyone with skin right now in 3 countries, we're about to open more. The product line will add 2 brand new proprietary products every year for the next 10 years, and will open 1 country every year for the next 10 years. That was really something that we just couldn't ignore. And although we didn't have a base in skincare, it doesn't matter, because the doctors not only set this company up with the most amazing products that are for anyone, not just the base of the company, which is these regimens that you need to keep your skin the way that it is clinically tested for, but they also, have proprietary products that are ancillary products. So that's something the sharks would ask too. What are the ancillary products that are services that you can provide your customer that are outside of that main product? And so when we looked at that, we looked at products like the hydration family. So last year, our doctors created 3 products. This is a body product, and I love the gray and white packaging for everyone, so it's not girly. And these products are made for men and women. This is an eye complex that has the hydration formula in it, and this is a serum. So this entire family was made from a proprietary molecule that was made in our lab that our doctors created especially for these 3 products. Proprietary, that no one else has and no one can have. And so I know that when we look at that and we thought about that, we thought, where's the end in that? Where's the end in the ancillary products around these main products? Well, there's no end in skincare. I mean, you think about, you have your entire body. So another product that our doctors came up with, which really was a telltale sign of what this business could really do. In 2016, this is a product called Lash Boost, and it's a serum, and yes, guys use it too for their eyelashes. But this product came out in 2016. $200 million a year is sold in just this one. We're not even talking about the main regimens that you start with. We're not even talking about the hydration products that allow your skin to be hydrated from the inside out. Just this one, $200 million. And the other thing that I thought about, when I had a friend who owns a lashing business call me, and she asked me about this product, I was very curious as to why she wanted to know about it. I thought it would be a competitor with what she does. She said, absolutely not. This is something that I can add into my business, because I want someone, when they take their lashes off and they decide not to come back to me for the service that I provide, this is something that I want them to use so that their lashes are healthy looking. when they take those fake ones off, right? So she saw this, and I understood the business potential of it when she called me. And I realized then that this was not just for the end user, but this was for business owners to add into their, increase their return on investment per customer, right? So she had people coming in for lashes. She sells them this. And then when they leave her for services because they don't want the lashes anymore, guess what? She has kept them as a customer for life because she has introduced them to an entire skincare line. I say all that because not only are these seen as the most amazing products from two doctors because they put in everything that's supposed to be in a product up to prescription strength, but they have really thought about how this business is going to work until the end of time. This is their legendary company. This is how they're going out. They sold their rights to Proactiv a few years ago so they could concentrate on this being their legacy. They put their name on it. And they've really thought about what it can do for us. Katie Rodan has an amazing 1-hour interview that's online that tells really about why they wanted to give people like us an entrepreneurial opportunity once they figured out what was going on in retail. And they talk about their roots and how they got started and what this could bring to people who have big dreams and passions, but don't want to tie those passions to their paycheck. And so, as we talked about that and thought about it, we thought, not only could we serve, other families with great skincare products, because as a business owner, we are able to provide people with products and share products at work. We're also able to lead and mentor other families that really want to use this as a financial vehicle too. That's the other thing the company offers. And we saw that as an opportunity for people like us and people like Bethany and Jordan that were just starting out. Like he said, we wish that we had had this opportunity way back when, but we feel like it's a calling to really be able to share that. And so that's what we do as Rodan & Fields business owners. We share amazing products that work, that really change people's skin and changes their confidence. And we share a business opportunity that is unmatched, that's sustainable, that provides residual income for families, that can allow them to do whatever it is that they feel called to do. And we don't know what you feel called to do. We encourage you, and we want this to be a catalyst for you to think about what you're really convicted to do, and to ask yourself if the income opportunity that you are working right now has the ability to do that. And if it doesn't, what would be the reason why you wouldn't do something like this? Why you wouldn't jump into this opportunity with these proven incredible doctors whose reputation has gone before us and whose really growth is so incredibly ahead of us. Here is the kicker at this time, right now. So many of times we used to ask people, if you could have been involved with Proactiv, looking back, would you have done it? And everybody says, oh yeah, it's like Coca-Cola or Apple. Yeah, sure. We would have, we would have been involved if we had gotten that opportunity. Well, Proactiv didn't have that opportunity, but the same doctors have given us this opportunity. But guess what? Now we have the opportunity again, for the first time, because the doctors are so smart and they have decided that the knowledge that they've had for almost 30 years with specific teen acne is now being released this week. And we're so excited. This is the first regimen that we have specifically for teens and young adults that is just 2 steps. And here's what we know. From a business perspective, our doctors have been the acne specialists of the world. And every teenager with acne, which is 85% of every teenage family, so 85% of teenagers and young adults suffer from some form of acne. Think about the residual on that, because these products work. People are going to buy them because they're coming back to the acne specialist. It's proven that a two-step is going to work better for teenagers who don't want to do something involved. And the price point on it is incredible. So we see this as the back door or the front door to every single family that we can serve in the United States, Canada, and Australia, and for the countries that we haven't opened yet. So think about that, and think about all the families you know with teenagers and young adults. They are going to try this because it's simple, it's proven, and it comes straight from the specialist. So we're excited about that from a standpoint financially for us, what we can do for that, but also too because we know that people like you are going to understand what that can mean for your family too and your passions. Our company will be opening Japan as the next country. So not only do we have a proprietary product that's coming out for teens this week, which will serve 85% of the 3 countries that we're in, but within 1 year, we're going to open Japan. And we've already started trying to make contacts there and networking there because we know this. In Asia alone has 51% of the world's skincare. The 3 countries that we're in total only serve 18% of the world's
skincare sold. Skincare
yes.
products sold.
Yes. So the skincare products sold all over the world, which is 160 billion with a B, only 18% of that is in the 3 countries that we're in. So we're really excited about the growth into the largest continent that purchases skincare. We're thrilled about the product that's coming out next week, but we're really mostly excited about what that can do for you and your family. And so the ways that you can be involved, Bethany and Jordan, and by the way, everything that we say right now is we're saying it for them. So this is how we mentor in the business. So any of you that join them in business, you'll get us as mentors too, since they're new in the business, and this is how it works. So we'll mentor all you guys together. But they would love for you to be able to run alongside them and tackling and running headfirst into your passion and your purpose. So that is the first way that you can be involved. And I want you to talk to them about the business kits that come with these amazing products. We don't buy inventory like we said before. We don't exchange money. The company does all that. They also have customer service and nurse lines, and so that we can concentrate on really sharing the business as a flexible business opportunity that we can work from our phones. The second way that you can be involved is if these products are really speaking to you and you would like to be a customer of the product because it's something that works and you see other people that it works for, they would love to have you as a preferred customer. You can also get your best discount as a consultant or a business owner, and you don't have to work the business if you don't care to, but that's another way of getting the best discount. And then if neither of those things are for you, then Bethany and Jordan would love for you to be a connector and connect some people with them that would serve both families. It would serve the Davises and the person that you're thinking about. Someone that would love to hear about this opportunity and would love to hear about this product line for all that it has to offer. So I think we covered everything. So we're just really excited about all the things that are coming up. We hope that you will think about it and not want to miss out on the opportunity as well. And I am going to take questions now, or we are going to take questions.